Home fires are the most damaging really to an individual. Now clearly if you have a fire in industrial premises, it affects work, it affects incomes, and it can affect people's livelihood. But a serious fire in a household can be emotionally destructive in the extreme, particularly if it results in injury or loss of life. So when we look at house fires, where do we focus our attention on? Well, primarily the key area for fires in the home is still focused on the kitchen. It's where we tend to do most work with open flames if we're talking about gas cooking. It's also where we heat stuff up so it starts to burn and cook, and so why would we be surprised that occasionally that results in a fire? And even benign little pieces of kit that most of us will have in the corner of our kitchen, the common garden toaster, can be the cause of serious fires if it's abused, misused, not watched, not serviced, or not up to standard. And of course, when we started really looking at the way to reduce fires, one of the key areas back then was cooking fat, or as we used to say, chip pans. That's now evolved into more wider use of cooking fats, particularly in woks and Asian cooking, where you have the fat very, very hot. So we still focus really on the kitchen being the key area where we want to reduce the incidence of fire starting. But interestingly, as we put more and more electrical technology into our homes, and just think about the campaigns we've had over the past 6-12 months around having proper branded mains adapters for things like phones, iPads, and the plethora of everything else that we plug in, computers, laptops. But also the kind of new arrival on the block this last Christmas was the hoverboards, of course, which are being imported, and we were having real problems with them bursting into flames because the adapters weren't up to the job. So we have to expand our view of where we might have fires. I would still say statistically and importantly our key area is still in the kitchens, but increasingly now we encourage and try and get people to put smoke and fire detection equipment on every floor of the house, particularly outside bedrooms, kitchens, where there are key areas where we might see a fire starting.